Well, hello everybody. It is time for eSeniors again. It is going to be on Silverstone, and we are on round 6, and it is Group 1. I'm just going to try. I'm getting some feedback in my ear here. I'm going to turn something off. There, that's better. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Silverstone will be joined by Jeremy in a minute or two. And yeah, Group 6, or Group 1, Round 6. I'll just quickly throw up the standings here for everybody to see. Number 1 in the standings is Chris Moses at 261 points. And number 2, John Saunders at 242. And Carlo at 225, AJ at 208, Chris Bourne at 193. So we're starting quality in a second or two. I'll get to that in a second. There you go. Okay, so say hello, Jeremy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Silverstone Group 1.
And we should have chat. Oh, a second here. There we go. Now we're going. And we got our sound. We should have chat showing on the screen. So somebody watching on YouTube or on Twitch, give us a little note to see if that's working.
Yeah. Nikos. Hello, Nikos. Welcome. Okay, so here we have start of qualifying 18 drivers on track.
Who got out first?
I don't know who.
Number 701.
Yeah, it's Derek Bird.
Okay, well,
out.
There we go. Derek. He's way ahead of everybody else, too. So did he just go by? He'll be approaching. He's just finishing his out lap there now. So, Jeremy, how do you like Silverstone?
I love that track. It's a fun track. It's a fast track. It's you have to be very precise and very consistent there. But it's a fun track. I enjoy it. I mean, the back end S is always a pain. But
yeah.
You know, depending on how you race, if you race behind someone or if someone is pushing you. Because when you race alone, it's a different dynamic. But no, it's a fun track. I really enjoy this track.
So it's a pretty old track. It was in first British Grand Prix was 1948, and it's another old Royal Air Force track, by the way, or
yes.
piece of ground actually.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So there's
landing strip.
Yeah. Nice flat pieces of ground, I guess, to do anything you want on.
Absolutely, and it's the home as well of a couple of F1 constructors, I believe.
Oh, is that right? Oh, okay, that might make sense.
Yeah,
British guys,
McLaren is there.
Oh yeah, good. Give us a shout as to how the volumes are, and I'll throw in.
Hello, Ollie. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing better. Ollie's fighting a cold, and he did great today. P4.
I'll throw the cockpit mode in to see how the volumes are with that, with us talking on top of it. So give us a shout if that's too loud. And this is going to be, I think, Derek's. Is he? No, he's not quite. That's the other start-finish line. He's about ready to get his last quarter.
Nobody has posted a fast lap so far.
No, nobody's posted anything yet. It's just Derek's the first guy out. He's coming around there now. The last quarter of the track. It's a long track. 2 minutes is a long lap.
Yeah, it is a long lap.
I was kind of worried in mine that I had to drop my engine map to 2 because it kept telling me I was going to be out of fuel, and I got very close too. I looked down at the screen and saw it was using 3.6, and I'd calculated 3.3 or something. I said, yeah, maybe, crew chief sometimes says that, and that's not right, but this time it might have been right.
You using that?
Crew chief? Yeah, I use that in my ear, and he always says, "Oh, you're getting low on fuel and all that." Here he comes around the track. Let's post the first time.
Hey guys.
Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, how's it
Good to
going?
hear you. How are you?
Thanks. I've been better, but I've been worse. You know.
There you go.
You're better now?
No, I said I've been better, but I've been worse.
Okay, I see.
Hey, what's the password for the spectator? I always forget.
Pit lane cam, all lowercase.
Pit lane cam. Thank you.
So Chris Moses put up a better time, 158. Jeremy, do you remember what the pole position in Group 2 was? Was it one?
I believe it was 159, low 159.
Low 159s, eh? Okay, let's see.
Maybe Ollie can confirm that. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, always Group 1 is at least a second faster, or second and a half to 2 seconds faster than Group 2. Yeah, okay, Ollie says 159.7.
159, nice. And look at that, 159 brings us down to 159.9 is that Stephen Howell's at 10th.
That's right.
So, okay, everybody's got a lap in there now. So
Yeah.
now Chris Moses, Paul Murch, and John.
Yeah,
The
it's
pole
very-
podium.
Yeah, Murcher is very fast on Silverstone. He's been fast all week on
This is his track.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, this is definitely his track.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. He's doing really well, and I noticed that all week long. So
And I noticed in the standings, there's a lot of AMRs up there.
yes, the top three.
And the podium, yeah, top 3, and there's a few in the top 10 too, yeah.
Yeah,
Now we got an AMR podium too, right now. So
looks like it.
who's got some good times going? John Saunders has got a third of a second. Where is he? He's halfway through his
He's
lap.
P3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's very close right now in the top 5 within a half a second. It's,
And,
even top 6.
Oh, John Saunders has got 4/10, and Billy
Rios.
Stewart.
Rios is a second up, and he's currently P11. This is going to bring him all the way up into the top 5, I think.
Where is he on track? Here he comes.
P5. Good
P5.
job,
There you
Mr.
go.
Crasher.
Yeah.
Top 5. I say that jokingly. He's not really a
Well,
crasher.
he's got it in it.
He used to be a crasher.
He's got it in his Discord handle now.
He was a crasher.
He's got it in his Discord.
Yeah,
It's in his blood.
Yeah, he put it in Discord. It's in his name.
I experienced that on I think it was Tuesday night, or one of the practice races. I experienced that. So Saunders took pole, but Chris Moses has got a big time. He's got a.
Yeah, Chris Moses is gonna be the guy to beat again. I mean, he has 3 victories so far. He's really the man to beat. Let's see what happens today.
Yeah, he's up
Yeah, he's
6/10 of a
6/10 up.
second. Yeah, yeah. See if he hangs on to it. Should be. This part of the track's not usually too tough.
He's just really good on the gas, isn't he? He gets
Yeah.
so much traction.
Man, 158.1. We are on the edge of 157 here.
Yeah, Chris is going to do a 157.
Oh, yeah, easy, yeah.
He'll do a 57.8, I think.
That's crazy.
And he's going faster still. He's almost 8/10 up coming into the last complex here.
Here it comes. He lost a tad there, but not bad. It's going to be, like you say, 157s.
Incredible.
7.895.
Wow, nice.
Wow. Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
No, and he's going to take a rest. Who
Yeah.
else?
I guess we all need to switch to the AMR, don't we?
Yeah. Well, Carlo.
Yeah, where do you find 2 seconds on this track is my question. Where do you find those 2 seconds?
The answer, Jeremy, is everywhere. It's not one place.
Everywhere.
It's
I-
everywhere.
A little bit everywhere.
I guess.
Yep,
I guess.
it all adds up. If you tack on, 2/10 or 3/10 at every major corner, then that adds up to 2 seconds.
Yes, it does. Yeah, so you're right. You have to be faster everywhere. So which means I'm slower everywhere.
That's another way of putting it.
And it's not necessarily getting on the brakes later. Quite the opposite. It could actually be getting on the brakes a little bit earlier, so that you can get on the, so you can hit the apex and get on the power earlier. Then that's it. You know.
John came very close. Look at that. He's only
Look at this.
John.
Yes, John Saunders.
Yeah. He's
So
only
close.
he's only off by 9 1/100ths.
Incredible.
Chris is going to have to come out of the. He's out of the pits now, actually.
Look at this. The top 6 drivers within the same second. That's going to be thrilling racing.
Yeah, and Carlo is split the podium. He's in P3.
Yes, he is. Only a fraction as well of a second with Merche.
Yeah, right there.
Well, yeah, Chris is back on track. I cannot believe he thinks he can better this.
He's still in his outlap, I think.
So
well, you've got to remember that with the qualifying, like in all of these qualifying sessions, the track gets faster and faster and faster.
Yes,
so here we got the last
right.
5 minutes there now. It's going to be quicker.
Yeah,
it is.
You're right. You're right.
Smith just jumped up from 5th to 4th. I don't know if we have his livery or not. It looks pretty black there.
And look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AMRs in the top 6.
Wow.
Give me a break. Jeremy, I'm complaining. I'm complaining right now.
Write a note to Eris. Get on Eris's line, yeah.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
No, it's not. You know what? I remember when it was 10 BMWs in the top 10, and everybody was crying. You know.
Yeah.
That was in the summer session, though. Then they bumped us.
That's right.
Oh, Chris is.
But you know what? Look at Carlo with the Mercedes. He's challenging them and he's doing well. And that car is not easy to drive.
It sounds like a lumpy beast, but it just it isn't, obviously. So Chris is flat on his time right now. He's got a long way to go yet.
Man, they are so close at the top. Look at the between Carlo, Kenny Smith, and Ponov. I mean, they're like within a fraction of a second. 3, 4, 5, very close.
The AMR, does that have a Mercedes engine? Am I correct?
Ooh, good question.
In the GT3s?
Yeah, is it just a rebadged Mercedes?
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Time for some. You guys aren't hitting buttons. Time for a search on eBay. Oh, look at that.
Chris Moses, and he's a hair up right now.
Yeah. Oh, 2/10 now. He made a great corner.
Yeah.
He really slid into that.
He got the power down really well, though.
Yeah, Village, I guess it was. I think he late braked on Village. He's 2 cents up still. Oh, that's going to be nice. Yeah, he's got it.
The difference with the Aston Martin is that you have two TCs on that car.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's not like most cars. I mean, you have two different ones. I don't know how that plays.
He's 3 tenths up.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
By 3 tenths.
Nice.
So looking at Chris's TC, he's got his TC. He's at 2.8, and his TC2, he's at 8.
I read that somewhere that you make a big difference between the two of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
4 ABS.
Full ABS also.
Write this down, folks. Brake balance of 61%.
Wow.
That'll give you a 57.5.
Incredible.
Billy Stewart's got a good lap going. That'll bump him up at least 2 spots, maybe into 4th.
See, he managed to leave John Saunders a half a second behind him in that quality time.
And he found another 1/10 in the next lap.
The thing is that he's able to maintain that pace during the race.
Billy's into 3rd. Look at that. But it's another Aston Martin.
3 Aston, 1, 2, 3, 6 Aston Martins in the top 6. That is insane.
British car, British track.
That's right.
So I was doing a little research here. It's 30 miles from the outskirts of London. And a little thing here, and you guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Let's just wait until this is all over. Billy Stewart's got 2 tents up.
Been there many times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, many times. I shared a photo of me when I was 22 or so, with Senna driving by behind me.
Yes, I remember that. Remember that. That's an awesome picture.
Billy Stewart's got a great lap going here. He might jump into second place.
He's already P3.
He might jump. No, he just lost a little bit there.
Wow, and it's really sliding with this.
Look at that. Top 3 guys are all in the green in their last laps.
Yeah.
But Saunders got to find a lot. There he goes. Did he make it? No, he didn't make P2. So anyway, I don't know if you guys noticed, Jeremy Clarkson's back on TV on Netflix. He's got a farm. And
screw him, dude.
And he's not. It's hilarious. It is hilarious. You got to watch it. It is.
You'd have to pay me.
Jeremy.
To watch that guy. That guy is the biggest scumbag.
Well, the townsfolk.
So the Aston Martin GT3 car does have an AMG V8 twin turbo in.
No way.
Yeah.
Incredible.
All right.
So what is Aston Martin? Is just the chassis? Is that it?
Basically, their engine is rebadged.
Huh. Interesting. But wait a second. Aston Martin F1. It's an Aston Martin engine?
No, they're using a Mercedes engine.
As well. Okay.
Yeah. And they are actually using the Mercedes F1 engine.
Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Chris Moses, John Saunders, Billy Stewart, Carlo, Kenny Smith, Ronald Rios, Santos, Chris Bourne, Whitten, Flanstead, Stephens, Holmes, Bird. Wow, Derek Bird, P14. That's unlike him.
Yeah.
Kevin Forrest, Steve Howells, Christo Yort, Peter Lafrance.
Wow.
And the standout there is definitely Billy Stewart in P3. Well, that's a great job there, right?
It is.
Fantastic.
It is really, truly, yeah. Actually, you know what? The top 6, they're phenomenal times. It's absolutely insane. I've never thought we'd see a 157.5 actually. It's pretty fast.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
happy to be.
The alien.
I'm happy to be in Group 2.
Yeah, right.
I still call bullshit though, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 AMRs in the top 10.
I know.
Yeah, and there's no AMRs. Oh, there's one AMR. Tony, is it Tony? Whitten's driving one. He's in 9th.
Yeah, he's in 10th. So.
Yeah.
10th, yeah.
So I think Chris Bourne is going to disappear. I think he's not going to be able to complete the championship because he's getting a surgery for carpal tunnel. So he's going to be missing a couple of races, I believe.
Yeah, that's too bad. Because that takes a while to come back from, too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he must be in pain. Even racing today, he must have trouble because that's pretty painful as well.
It depends, yeah. My wife had some people just have tingling feelings, but other people get pain. Yeah, my wife had it, and actually after her surgery, she ended up with something called trigger finger that she had to work through with physio.
Wow.
So hopefully that doesn't happen to him. It's quite common to come up with that. Anybody saying much on the chat? I haven't noticed.
Yeah, it's pretty
There we
quiet
go.
right now.
They're all tired from the race.
Yeah, it's a race that takes a lot of concentration. It demands a lot of concentration all the time.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. So let's see what happens here.
Now the race actually goes over sunset a little bit. The sun's gets pretty low in the. I know in the last corners there was kind of like hitting your windscreen and in your eyes. So it's,
Yeah.
I don't know what time of day it is. It never shows a time of day. It should show that on the screen.
I believe it's the end of the day. I think it's 5.
It's already got long shadows.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
5
believe
o'clock.
so.
Yeah, okay. And the sunset is always local time current in ACC with the time of the year, right? If I'm not mistaken. It follows the time of the year for the whatever at the local race. Yeah, so that's why it sunsets around 6 o'clock. Yeah,
Yeah.
6:30.
Carlo just wrote in the chat of the server, looks like a same car race surrounded by AMS.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't like Jeremy Clark, but his farm thing is very funny. The odd thing is he buys a $1 million Lamborghini tractor. So when I looked it up, that's what Lamborghini started doing in the dark ages. Whenever they were building tractors first. Did you know that, Jonathan?
Didn't know
didn't
that.
know
No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. So they still make tractors. Of course, all the farm guys around made fun of his Lamborghini tractor.
I'm sure they do.
10 seconds.
You know, I remember when Jeremy Clarkson back in the 1990s, when Top Gear wasn't a comedy show, it was just about reviewing cars. He was just a very, very serious
Oh yeah.
journalist, you know, reviewing cars. So that was it.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, then Top Gear turned into the comedy show.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously since, you know, he's done some very questionable things and said weird
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But let's face it, we're getting like the race started now. So
Yeah, very
enough
short
of that.
run up
What's
up
going
to
to happen
the. Yeah.
here? I think John Sanders is going to go for gold here.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's
Come
got
on,
to,
John,
yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's see.
Look at that, they're right there.
Green light, green light.
Looks like
And
third
off
and
they
fourth.
go.
There, no, Chris got the hop on
wide.
him. Oh, there's one
Oh,
spot.
yeah,
Oh,
there's a crash. They went 3 wide going
Yeah.
to the top,
Oh, yeah.
and it was a mess.
Yeah.
With
They're still hitting.
Merche was on the outside,
Oh,
Another one.
contact.
and
Okay.
I believe it was Santos. It might have been Roger Santos who split
Oh,
Rios
wow.
and Paunoff.
there's more stuff going on.
Yeah, it's very close calls there, but no contact now. Okay, they're racing now. Well, I think it's very easy for that to happen at Silverstone. I was worried with Group 2, but I think everything was fine in the end. So Chris Moses already almost a second ahead. I mean, this guy means business from the get-go. So Carlo maintained P3.
Yeah, I think starting 3 are the same.
Yeah.
Take a peek here. I got a plus minus. Who's
So
gained?
what happened? There was
Yeah.
a contact.
Yeah. So this is what happened. So off the line, Roger Santos he split. He went in the middle, tried to go between Adam Rios and Mircea Paunoff, and as they went through Cops, you know, they made contact, and then hell broke loose. So now Mircea is now P10, Adam
Yeah.
Rios is P12,
Yeah.
and Roger is P16. So, you know, big errors.
Yeah.
But that was Roger making that, and John Saunders just made a big mistake, and he has now got Carlo all over him. Got all
So the-
early there.
The big gainers from the start position were Chris Bourne's up 3 and Flenstadt's up 4 spots. The big loser was Adam Rios, and Santos has lost 8 places.
Yeah, I saw Chris go wide, and somehow he joined the track. So he managed to stay in position there.
They're not losing touch with Chris just yet, though.
No, absolutely.
Not yet. If anything, he's closed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Half lap.
has. Yes, he has. And look at that behind. You have a group of 3 cars: Billy Stewart, Kenny Smith, and Chris Bourne.
Yep, there's the look there on the screen. Yeah. Oh, Smith's making a move. So, Jonathan, what do you think your best opportunity for passing is on this track? Any exit?
It's difficult, isn't it? I bet. Honestly, it's a very, very fast track, but you've got to wait for the guy in front to make a mistake. You really do. If the guy in front misses an apex and you can hit the apex, then you get power down and you can get better exit speed and overtake down the straight. But otherwise, it's very, very difficult. You'd think it would be easy here because it's so high speed, but it's just not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. So interesting enough, Fleinstedt has the fastest lap of the race so far in P7.
That is interesting, isn't it? Yeah, but we've only had one full racing lap though.
That's right, yeah.
He's got a huge first sector, 42.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks like that group P4 is catching up the top three there. They're getting closer and closer all the time.
There's the look. Chris is the tail end of that one. Bourne's the tail end of that, and that's the look he has ahead of him. You can actually see the leader.
Now Chris has pulled 1 second lead, and he got the fastest lap.
Oh yeah, there he goes. Yeah.
Can you see what did he post? What lap time did he post?
1:59.2. 1:59.2.
Wow.
He's got only one fastest sector though. Third sector. Who's got the fastest first sector? I don't see it. Or second sector. Doesn't show for me. Saunders got the fastest first sector. Merch is making a move here on.
Wait, Mark
Tony.
Steffens is in the pit. Something happened?
Oh,
Yeah, something happened to him. It's in the pits. I don't know if he's gonna get out of there. I don't know why he went to the pits.
now they're spreading out a little bit into the podium. 1 second apart, each of them.
And look at this, Derek Bird, P11th, right? He started very low down the grid, and he probably had a bad quality and managed to come back in the race.
Yeah, he's up 3 spots from his quality. Yeah. So Stephen Howells, actually. He's up 4. This little grouping's going to be fun. This is going to be fun to watch all day.
And those guys now are getting closer. Yeah, they're getting closer to Carlo. Actually, those guys are spaced 1 second.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I think the fun one to watch is going to be right here, Chris Bourne, because he's very close behind Kenny Smith.
he is.
And he's looking really feisty, I have to say. And all it's going to take is a little arrow from Kenny and Chris will fly past.
Just look at that nice dashboard that Lamborghini has. With nice stitching.
The stitching.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful car somehow. It's a real nice car.
I wonder why Chris picked the Lamborghini. He's the only guy picked it.
Yeah, Jonathan believes it's because he wanted to challenge himself.
Yeah, I think, Chris Bourne, he has very little to prove, if anything to prove when it comes to speed. But, the Lamborghini is definitely, not easy. And, it's not that it's not fast. It's just not easy. And it's not forgiving at all. It doesn't like bumps. It doesn't like those sausages. And when it goes, it just goes. But get it hooked up. It's fantastic. And I think he's just trying to challenge himself, and he wants to do some racing rather than being out in front and just pulling away. He probably just didn't bank on somebody like Chris Moses being around, where who could really challenge him. So, but good on him for trying something different.
That's a good point. Billy Stewart is sliding all over the place, and Kenny Smith and Bourne are coming right behind him.
Yeah, this is an exciting race, looking from Chris Bourne's point of view, for sure.
He's just going to sit there and wait, huh?
Yeah, he's going to try and get by. He's trying to sit as close behind as he can. But it's just, waiting for that error that's large enough in order to get alongside, which is just not easy.
Did you guys find your? Go ahead.
I think you can be a good like half a second to a full second faster than the car in front and not get by.
That's true.
How did you guys find your tire pressures during the race? Were they stable all over the place?
No, the only thing I noticed was the left front tire overheating.
Yeah.
And you know, during the whole race, but it wasn't a major factor in the race. I noticed Chris Bourne's front end is damaged, so he did have a collision. So he's racing with the front end of the car damaged.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little look around that. Yeah, he should have. Sure is damaged. He's got a lot of scratches on that carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Needs a new paint job for sure.
So the other.
Almost a floppy bonnet.
Yeah, and he better disable the body repair of the car, otherwise he's gonna have to wait 10 to 15 extra seconds in the pits.
Yeah, right. The only other battle here is merch on Tony. Yeah.
I'm thinking that Chris probably doesn't have that much damage, maybe a couple of seconds, because if he had serious aero damage, he would be much slower on the straight than he is. He'd be losing like gobs of time to the two cars in front of him.
You're right. Because when you have severe damage in front, you lose at least 10-20 kilometers an hour in the straights and you're done. But look at this, Chris Moses now is 1.3 seconds. But wait a second, something happened here. Carlo passed John Saunders.
Oh, did he? No.
No, he didn't. I'm sorry.
There's Carlos there.
No, I think he did.
There's
an AMG in front of John. Yeah, it is Carlo. He got by him.
Wow.
Oh, no,
right.
wait a second. He
No,
just
it's
went
Mark
off.
Stevens. It's Mark Stevens.
It's Mark Stevens.
Yeah.
Guys are scaring me here.
Damn.
I got confused because of that. I'm going like, what is that about? Okay. And Mark went back in the pit, so he's having issues. Maybe he has issues with his hardware. I don't know. It's difficult.
Yeah,
to
that's
say.
possible. Yeah.
That's what it sounds like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Was it you that gave me the hint this week about the cable, my video cable? Yeah.
First thing I thought was, well, that sounds like a connection issue. So those DisplayPort connections are very weak compared to HDMI. You've got to have a really good cable.
Yeah, I know. When I changed the port, it solved all my problems, but I noticed it came back once since then, so it's probably the cable too.
Yeah.
Ooh, these guys are still battling it out.
At least it's a cheap fix.
Yeah. Let's do something interesting here. We'll go with Billy Stewart and watch his wing.
Yeah, yes, Kenny Smith all over him.
Whoa.
Chris Bourne has dropped back a little bit from these guys now.
Yes, he did.
And
Then
Kenny's
you've got
catching
Kenny.
up. There's some guys catching up to him, yeah.
And Tony Whitten is a couple seconds behind him.
And Murch is really close to Whitten. He just can't get by him.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean
The other two Aston Martins.
identical cars, exactly.
Yeah, Tony Whitten, by the way, upped his game lately. He's doing real well.
Oh hell yeah!
He's doing real well lately. That's good to see.
Who is the Porsche in between these guys?
Who is the Porsche? It's Derek Bird.
There, who else? Yeah.
It's the Porsche man.
Derek is in P11 though.
Yeah, he's in
And I'm seeing a Porsche.
He
only
hasn't
one.
pitted? Here, I'll take a look
Oh,
here.
no, yeah, I lied. It's not a Porsche. It's a BMW.
That's Fledgestad.
Yeah.
Somebody has a really nice livery, I noticed. Should find who that is. I'll do that when it gets boring. Oh,
I'm Sorry.
Oops.
See, I think.
Here comes
Chris now-
Meche.
Yep.
Here comes Meche on Tony. He's really towing up
Yeah,
on him down the straight.
yeah.
He's going
Oh,
for
he
the
dr-
inside. No.
Not gonna
This
get
is a
it.
good spot here. If you can get on the gas early here, you can get a run and then out brake down here. Go down the inside. You definitely have to have the guy you're overtaking has to let you, has to give you room. If he closes the door, you both crash. And right here, you got to get on the gas really early so you can take this flat. Not everyone can do it. You got to get everything really hooked up.
He took another peek. He's right on his tail, though.
Yeah, Tony's not changing down there. He's just lifting.
Yeah, look, he got me. Look, he got a little gap because of that.
But Tony's got Merche in his radar, and that's like the ultimate piss take, isn't it? It's like a get out of my freaking radar. It's like, I can see you in my mirror. I don't need a bloody radar.
That's right.
These guys are back together again, too.
Kenny Smith is pressuring Billy Stewart as well.
Saunders has caught up a little bit. He's down to he's only up a second now. Moses
Yes,
is only
he
up a
is.
second, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And,
caught up a little bit, didn't he?
And I believe Chris is suffering, I mean, from damage to his front car, the front end of his car. I'm pretty sure he is because he dropped
Where would he
almost
have,
2 seconds.
where would he have got that? Oh, which Chris? Bourne? Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
at the start, Chris.
Yeah,
Bourne.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
at the start. I think he may have been part of that three-way crash between
Yeah, he
Rio,
was.
Santos, and Poundhoff. Somehow he got caught up. So, you know, it would be nice to kind of see that again. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was part of that crash because I saw him rejoin from pit lane. You know, he went wide and rejoined the track. So his car is damaged since the start of the race.
Yeah, that's one of those situations where, you know, you've just got to either go one way or another, and you may or may not be hit, and it's the luck of the draw.
That's
Pit
it.
window is opening.
Okay, so now the pit window is open.
Moses put a couple of. Oh, no, he didn't. I thought he put a couple of tenth of a second. Oh, yeah, he's kind of putting a few times up there.
We didn't see a pass since the start of this race, did we?
I don't think so.
There've been no passes. No,
No, it's incredible.
nothing.
So
It's like a Formula One race around Boston.
Yeah, right. These guys back
I tell you
here.
what, this should be interesting though, because John Saunders is only 1.2 seconds behind Chris, and I think John is thinking pit stops,
That's right.
because if he can get a better pit stop than Chris by a second and a half, then he's going to be ahead.
That's the idea.
And then what?
He's still.
Then what is it? Okay, well now we have Kevin
Oh,
Forrest.
Chris, Carlo just went off.
You did?
Oh no, yeah, he did. He's lost places.
Yeah.
He's in P5.
Who? Oh, yeah.
There,
Carlo.
he just
Yeah,
lost it
Carlo.
there.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
lost
I
a
see
couple of
that.
places.
Mm.
We're back. Yep, lost a couple places. Yeah.
See if I can see a replay of that.
Yeah, I just
See
put it
what
on
happened.
the stream. The stream, he just kind of lost it on
So-
his own there. So he's getting a little
It's
ragged
funny,
still.
It's funny because they're starting to use pit stop very early on. So let's see what happens here. Christer just finished his pit stop. He's out back on the track. Rogerio Santos is in the pits. Pranav is in the pits.
And it looks like Poundhoff is in the pit. Yeah, Poundhoff is pitting as well.
Yeah, is in the yeah.
He got tired of following Winton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one thing that's always surprised me, and it happened today again, is drivers who get caught with stop and goes and drive-throughs in the pits. I guess it's too much adrenaline. I don't know. I'm always surprised to see those things happen.
You got to practice. You got to practice it.
Yeah, well, it's an opportunity, isn't it, to gain a second. You know, if you manage to get at the right speed going into the pits and hit that pit limiter just at the right spot, you know, it can be the difference between half a second or a second or whatever. And when you're in a close battle like this, like for example between Chris and John, then it could be the difference between winning the race and not.
Yeah, that's right.
And I bet you a lot of people don't give themselves a memorized breaking point for it either. What you need.
Well, it's like you said, you need to practice, and like I'll go in and I'll be like, oh crap, you know, I've never actually done a pit stop here. I've no idea where the pit limiter is, and I'll lose like 10 seconds. I think I did that at Zandvoort. I literally lost like 10 seconds or something, so I didn't know where the pit limiter line was. Freaking stupid.
There was one a couple of races ago. The pit limiter wasn't that obvious. It was a little sign, but no line or something. I forget what it was.
Hey, by the way, Jonathan, will you be racing this season, or are you just gonna let it go?
Not this season. I'm letting it go.
Not this season. No. Is your elbow better now?
No, I'm in physical therapy. You probably know. So I've been busy this week passing a kidney stone. So
I know.
It's just been a bad week. But I had a lot of really good drugs this week, which stopped the elbow pain completely.
Wow.
But you know, as soon as I came off the drugs, the elbow started hurting again. But I'll take elbow pain over kidney pain because that's just brutal.
I'm sure.
Chris must have made a little mistake here. Saunders has caught up to him.
Yes.
Yeah,
he
that's
is.
the second.
Yeah.
I wish mine doesn't give me the last lap. Oh, it does. He's on a 135 lap, and Saunders on a 134. So he's got it like 2 or 3 seconds, 2 seconds on him.
Yeah, I noticed that John was sliding around a little bit, so it's possible that Chris is just experiencing the same thing and he's just overcooking his tires.
Where are we at here? 20 minutes in.
Yeah, there should be. The question is, will they pit together, or you know, do they have different strategies? That's going to be interesting to see.
I don't think it matters because, from John's point of view, he's not faster than Chris. He's not. So it's just a question of, okay, what kind of, I think with John, he's just got to wait for John's got to pit first. Because
you think so?
Yes, because if Chris pits first and is able to, you know, if he's a lap ahead basically of pit stop wise, he's going to be able to eke out a little bit more time. John has got to either pit before Chris or the same lap. It's likely that he'll just pit the same lap as Chris because he's just running behind him. So why not?
Yeah. And it's getting closer and closer.
He's
Look
closer.
at this.
Oh, yeah,
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Wow.
Come on, John.
What's he found? What's their last lap?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get a last lap. He's really found something.
Well,
He must have found a candy bar or something in the side pocket of his seat, and it is giving him a little bit more adrenaline.
Same car, you know, so the tires should go out depending on the setup.
No, it's definitely it's a Snickers. It's a Snickers.
Well, then, if you found something, the strategy will be to stay out on track while Chris pits, right?
Could be Moses' tires are off a little bit. Yeah, maybe they're cooking right now.
Let's see what happens. But those guys, see.
He's gone wide. He's gone wide. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
He completely missed the apex. Totally.
Yeah. So he's struggling with his tires for sure. There's something is happening.
He's probably listening into this commentary and wondering where his Snickers is. He's got his hands on the floor of the inside of the car, trying to figure out where he's got some grub.
He's blowing on his left front.
He is.
It's the one that cooks usually.
I think everybody does. And those guys are very close to each other then. And look at the gap they have. P1, P2, 9 seconds to P3.
John is actually, he's very, very good on tyres through that Beckett section. He doesn't change down, he just brakes and he just eases it around us. He's taking a look, he's trying to do a little bit of psychological damage on Chris.
That's right.
Is he going wide everywhere, Chris? No, not really, not there.
close now, 0.3 behind.
Yeah, but like you said, passing him will be another story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what's interesting here. So I'm looking at John Saunders' settings. So we saw that
Oh, look how
those
Chris is really sliding. I'm sorry.
those TC settings that Chris
Yeah.
has. John
Yeah.
has the same settings, but John has ABS 3 and brake balance 59.6.
Okay.
What was Chris's ABS?
He had 4 and 61% on brake balance. So maybe John is a little bit better on the braking now. Everything's up to temperature.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a pit stop strategy. Is going to be interesting to watch here now.
Yeah, see.
Here they come.
Any minute now. Any minute now.
Nope, neither. Oh, there he goes. There goes John.
Coming in.
John is going in.
Aha.
So I'm looking at his. Yeah, no, he's good. So he didn't speed. So yeah, so as I predicted, John has come in first, or he was just going to follow Chris in.
Yeah.
And now John has the advantage here because if he can get out and on these new tires really take advantage of them, then it's quite possible that that extra lap on those tires is going to get him ahead.
That could be,
I
yes.
wonder what Chris Moses is thinking right now.
And if he does get ahead, it will, with perfect pit stops, he'll only be ahead by maybe half a second or so. It's going to be very, very close, basically.
I'm keeping an eye on Chris.
A lot of guys in the pits on the top 10. Look at that. Everybody went in.
Yeah, they did.
Everybody went in
only
together.
Chris Moses
Yeah,
and Billy
everyone,
Stewart are still on the track.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay, and out goes John. He's being very careful not to speed. He was on the very, very beginning end of the pit lane, and he's come out. And let's see.
He has got clear sailing. There he is there.
Let's see what Chris Moses decides to do. So Chris is on the last section of the lap.
Oh, Carlo got to stop and go, sorry.
Yep,
Oh, look at that.
242.
Oh, no.
And go. So, yeah.
So here comes Moses around the last corner.
And Moses knows he has to pit.
Let's see.
He has no choice.
Let's see.
Slide. Look at him slide there.
Yeah,
He is,
it's
yeah.
sliding.
He's in trouble.
Yeah.
He's in
For
trouble.
sure he's going to go in now.
Yeah.
Yep,
Really
there he
holds.
goes.
Yes,
He
he
had
is
a
going
bad
in.
in lap.
Okay, so let's see.
All
Let's
right.
see what happens now.
No, good entry.
Ooh,
So
it was close.
Was it close? Oh, was it?
It was. Yeah, I was staring at his tack. Yeah, he was very, very close.
So
He
now we
was-
have a layer.
He was Peter Wolfschlein on the money. That's how close he was.
So let's see if John can take the lead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll watch. Somebody would tell me when he kind of starts to move. Got a bit of a race here between three guys.
And he's down off the jacks and away he goes. So
Okay.
he's trundling down the pit lane and he's just
Wow.
about to go back on full throttle. And here we go. So Chris, he's still ahead. He's still ahead.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's well ahead.
Yeah, he's still
He's
ahead.
well ahead.
2
Incredible.
seconds.
He is.
Yeah, it's like 8 seconds.
He made, that's crazy. He
Wow.
made time, yeah. He had a better stop than or he had a great lap while John
How
was in the
interesting.
pits.
Well,
Yeah.
Good job, Chris. Amazing.
That's 3 seconds. He's 3 seconds up.
Yeah. What happened there?
Had to be what happened. Oh, yeah. Maybe Saunders didn't stop on the money, and you lose a second sometimes, and it backs you up a bit.
Yep, quite possible.
So who's our battle here? Boring.
Well, he's 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, he's got 2 seconds.
Yeah. He didn't lose that much, but he was closer. He was closer before that.
Yeah, no, I really expected that to be a switcheroo.
Mm.
Surprising.
So now we have Chris behind Billy Stewart, and Chris didn't fix his car during the pit stop.
No, huh?
So, yeah, so he's still driving with a damaged car in P5.
And we've got Santos and Derek in a little bit of a battle.
Oh yeah.
Not far behind.
Yeah.
And he's not far behind Merche. Oh,
Yeah.
Derek's making a move here.
Yeah, he is.
Be nice to see somebody pass an Aston Martin. Come on, Derek. Derek, could happen right here. Nope.
And
You see that,
is right. Yes, I guess a three-way race there.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw that. You saw Panov make a really bad mistake going in. You get way deep, but it's still, it's impossible for Derek to capitalize on that mistake.
Yeah, but wait, Panov has damage as well in front of the car, so he's probably not be able to hold those guys. He won't be able to.
I don't know. We shall see. He's got Rogers right behind as well.
Yep. See how he's doing. He's going a little wide there.
Yeah, somehow, unless the accident managed to better the aerodynamic of the car in front.
Well, Roger is having some problems on the braking. I see he's locking up on the braking, but his car looks perfect. He must have fixed it in his pit stop.
Pulls away a little bit on the straight, the Aston, but then catches up in the corner.
So John Saunders is coming back on Chris. He gained a half a second.
Yeah, and Adam is catching.
I was just
Kenny
looking
as
at
well.
I was just going to jump to that one. Yeah. There he is there.
Adam would be pretty happy, I think, with currently in P7 and challenging it. He can see like 6th, 5th, and 4th
Two
in front of
BMW.
him.
Yeah.
Derek is all over Merchants at the back of Merch. There he goes. Let's see if it's going to make it stick this time. Side by side. Nope. Can't take advantage of it. And Santos is right there waiting to see if something happens between the two of them, huh?
And Adam's looking very racy behind Kenny now.
That's it. Kenny went too wide, but
Yeah, but he can't capitalize going into Beckett.
no.
All Kenny has to do is keep to the line.
Yeah.
Too many turns.
Yeah, he had to get on the brake to avoid him.
He's going to get him down the straight though, I think.
Yeah.
He's got a great
Oh,
run.
look at that.
Kenny's going to take the inside line, which is good driving, obviously the defensive line. Now he's taking the inside outside. And it looks like Adam braked way too early. Yeah,
Adam,
you saw that Kenny had the big slide going in there.
Yeah, he did.
Oh
no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work.
No.
Okay.
Oh, and these guys.
He's letting him.
Yeah, he waited. He did the right thing.
Yeah.
And Rios and they had a. Oh, that was another one. There was two incidents at the same time.
Oh yeah.
I saw it. I hit the wrong one.
Yeah, Adam's middle name once again
Yeah.
coming to haunt him.
Yeah, Derek passed Merchant.
That's what it was. I saw another red flag and I thought I caught it.
Derek is past Merchant.
Or a yellow flag, I should say.
Yeah. and it looks like Rogerio is going to be able to pass him as well. I think Rogerio has a damaged car. He's struggling a little bit.
Now we got Kenny Smith or Billy Stewart up here is catching up to Kenny.
Yeah, for the final
Yeah.
spot on the podium.
Yeah.
Sniff it. He can sniff it.
And he's got like a half a second on his best lap to Ken. 158.7 compared to 159.3 on their best laps.
Top four Aston Martins.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Bullshit.
Yeah, so Saunders and Moses are 14 seconds clear from P3. Pretty commanding lead there.
Watch these
Here,
two.
guys. Since there's not too much action going on, let's talk Formula One for a minute. So, what do you guys think of the way the new Mercedes W14 looks?
Oh my God, it's beautiful. That car is stunning.
Do you think so?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Too
I
dark.
love
There's no
it.
color. Yeah, it's black.
Well, I mean,
I didn't get a good-
aerodynamically, it looks very top-heavy. Very top-heavy. They've got something going on above where the side pods were or are, and it's very chunky. It just
You
looks
think so?
really top
Oh, there's
heavy.
somebody
It
just
looks
passed.
wrong.
Rios got
Yeah.
passed.
I'm scared for them. Put it that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rios, side by side.
Yeah,
Almost.
he got passed, didn't he? Yeah.
No, he didn't.
No?
Didn't.
Well,
Still behind.
He's having another go.
Yeah,
Between
he's
those
trying.
He's
Yeah,
not faster, isn't he? Look at him. He's trying to go inside.
Yeah,
Let's
now
see
he
what
has
he
a-
does heading into
now-
cops. They're alongside one another heading into cops. One or the other needs to let it go, otherwise it's going to be a Max versus Lewis.
there he
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah,
Into the
yeah.
barrier.
Adam had the
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
there, but still, he's coming
Yeah,
back. He's coming
boy.
back.
He's coming.
Kenny's
yeah,
coming
yeah.
back.
Kenny's got the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna stay in front.
Be careful,
Great
Crash.
racing.
That was nice. That was a nice sequence.
I can. Adam's sweating right now.
Oh
he's
no!
on the
Hang
car.
on, hang on. Whoa, that was close. He was sweating a little more there.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to see what Santos is up
Yes.
to. Oh, there. Merch went off. Oh, he stayed
Yeah.
on, no?
He's struggling because his car, yeah. No, but he's still in front of Rogerio. Yeah,
What's
so,
happened with Rogerio? Because in season like 1, 2, or 3, he was a top runner, wasn't he? And he kind of he slid down the grid a little bit.
yeah, I think I remember him in earlier seasons. He wasn't that lucky. He was involved in a couple of incidents.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah.
and couldn't finish a race. So, yeah. But don't forget, I mean, this Group 1 is very strong. I mean,
It
those
is.
guys at the front are so
Yeah.
fast. It's incredible.
Everyone has gotten so good.
Yes.
That McLaren sure is a race car, though, looking a car, though, isn't it?
But Jonathan,
Yeah.
so you don't think Mercedes has the right package this season?
Normally something when it looks right, it is right, and when it looks wrong, it is wrong. Their car, to me, it looks wrong. If you
Really?
look, if you look at the airbox, like behind the driver's head, it's really chunky. It's very, very wide. It's not, it's not slender like you would expect. You expect it to be slender at the top and it kind of fans out. It doesn't quite do that. It looks just very top heavy. It looks like an opera singer, top heavy. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice here.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna know in a couple of weeks where we stand.
Yeah.
But did you notice that most cars are using a lot of black this year? You know, it's very interesting to see the. But I mean, all the cars look pretty nice. I think they look better than last year.
Yeah, they've definitely worked on the liveries, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Like
they
the
do.
Alfa Romeo looks beautiful.
Speaking
Always.
speaking
Yeah.
of liveries, where's my cursor here? Take a look at Krister's livery. He's got one special for this race. Knightsbridge Harrods.
Oh yeah, he always has a great livery. Yes, yes,
Yeah, he
yes.
does have good liveries.
Yes.
Adam's still all over Kenny,
Yeah, he is. He's all over him like a fly to you know what.
and both the same kind of cars too, huh?
Yeah. Ooh, Kenny goes a little bit wide. Let's see what happens here. So Adam's got the inside. He's got it. He's got
Now
it.
we got it. Now we got
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Now he should be able to pull away. He's just got to make sure he doesn't overdrive this next sequence because it'll be easy for Kenny to just get by if he does. So okay, stay calm.
Oh,
Attaboy.
inside.
No, he's got it. Attaboy, Adam. Now instead of being Adam Crash, you're just a rash. We'll take off those letters.
That's a good one.
One at a time. So Adam's in P7, and let's see, he's got Tony Whitten ahead of him. Just 3 seconds to Tony Whitten. What kind of lap times are they running?
Winton, where is he here? 159.3, and Adam is 158.9. So yeah, he's got a half a second there, almost.
Yeah, and you know, Adam, it'll be interesting. This lap and the lap
2.5
after.
seconds.
Keep an eye on his lap time because he was stuck behind Kenny for like
Yeah.
many laps, and now he's got clear air for the first time in like a long time. Kenny, he hasn't lost Kenny yet. He's up his arse now.
Billy Stewart's still making a play for podium, though.
Billy Stewart, yeah, he's a second behind, and but he's been there since the beginning.
Ten minutes left, 9.5.
Now, Adam is flying right now, and he's pulling away from
Yep,
Kenny.
Yep.
Yeah.
and he's catching up with Tony a little. Ooh, Billy lost it there. Here's a couple
So
of.
once again, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, there's a couple of guys we've said their names together a lot. Howells and Bird. They're not that far apart either. Honda.
Yeah.
Pink Honda.
What does OBN stand for?
Oh, I forget.
Old bastard.
Something like that.
I don't know. I thought maybe he was a gynecologist, but didn't quite finish the degree. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
And
He's
960,
got the GY. I don't know.
969 is his number, and he's got a Malabar as a logo. So I don't know what's going on there.
Maybe someone in chat knows. Jonathan, man, old boys network. Old bastard.
Old bastard network. You old buggers. He's still close. He's still a couple of seconds behind Chris. So it's not over yet.
But Adam's catching up with Tony. Oh, I'd love to
he's
see a
down.
BMW pass an Aston Martin, that's for sure. We'll put that on the replay.
Yeah, and if anyone is going to do it, it's Adam. He's got the bit between his teeth now, isn't he?
Yes, it does. But he's a second and a half behind with 7 minutes left to go. He definitely can go for that P6.
Yep.
And Tony is doing a great race as well.
Yeah, he's doing
well.
brilliant. And so
Yeah.
Tony's from South Africa, is that correct?
I know he is.
Yep. So I think he's our only South African racer currently. I know we did have quite a few.
He's got power today. That's nice. He's got power, electricity today. That's good. Let's hope it doesn't conk out on him. Well, Adam's really caught up to him, hasn't he?
Yeah, so it looks like those guys pretty much settled, except for Derek Bird is right behind.
Yep. There he is.
Owls.
And he's got 0.2 of a second best lap on Steve too.
And Adam is getting closer to Tony. He is.
Yeah, he is. He's doing personal bests right now.
Yeah. If he keeps it up, he has. He's definitely.
Ooh, hit the grass there. And they're seeing the time twinkling down, only 5 minutes left, so they'll start getting aggressive, I think.
Yeah, well, now, at the end of the race,
Usually Adam crashes.
Yeah.
For the second or third time.
He's going to be a little too close to Tony here. We'll have to put that moniker back on.
Yeah, we're just kidding, Adam. We love you, man. We love you. We love your crashes. I mean,
yeah.
No, what am I saying? No. We love you, dude. You're a great addition to this community.
Derek is challenging for P10.
He just can't get any closer than that half second. With that Porsche.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the top end, does
Yep.
it?
He catches up
Same
here.
old story.
Yep.
So John is coming back on Chris.
Oh, is he ever?
Interesting, yeah. It's the second away now.
And
with less than 5 minutes.
there you are there. And that happened late in the with the tires last time, didn't it?
It sure did, yeah.
Look at that. He's under a second. Whew. Gonna have a good finish yet.
We had, yeah.
Derek was right up behind Steven. Steven's gonna have to make a mistake though, I think, eh?
Maybe he did, yeah.
Just see what's happening with
And Adam is right there.
Yep.
Adam is,
Yep.
Is about, it almost touched there.
Yeah, he's on the outside. He's on the outside.
Is
he gonna let him? Oh, yes, he's got him. Yeah, he got him.
He did.
Good job. But you know what? Tony Whitten, he's a great driver, and he'll give you space. If he sees you in his radar alongside, he's always going to give you space.
Yeah,
really,
especially if
nice to race with him.
Especially the guy beside you is called Crash. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes two to tango.
Absolutely, he's a great racer.
Look at that, Saunders is half a second.
Well done.
Saunders is half a second.
Yeah, Saunders.
We're gonna have a great finish here.
That could be an amazing finish here. Can he do it?
He's right on his tail now, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
This is where he does really well. Doesn't slide it.
Yes, two laps.
Yep.
Yeah, but passing Chris Moses is another story.
Derek Bird looks like he just. Oh no! Ooh, look at that one. That's Derek and.
Yeah, they collided and Steve Howells.
He's got to run.
Who does?
Yes, he
Is
does.
he gonna go?
He does.
Ooh.
Just in replay mode here.
Wow.
We can go back and watch that.
He had a really good run out of club.
That's too bad. Yeah, that was so close. Yeah, Steve is in the pits.
It's close
yeah,
again.
I think he's out of the race. Yeah, under braking, he's really catching him under braking.
Gonna be
One
enough,
last
though, is
lap.
it?
One last lap.
And back here, this is a big battle too. 3 guys.
Yeah.
Everybody knows his lap. Oh, there goes Merch. Merch is out of it now.
Okay, last lap.
Yeah, we're just starting the last lap now.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. 3 wide.
Oof.
Merch just lost 2 positions. Oh, maybe not. Yep, he did. And then who's catching up? There must be some traffic.
Okay, so let's switch back to the leading 2, because I think if the same thing happens on this last lap as happened on the previous lap, that John is just going to go for it. He was close enough, I think.
It's very close.
He was close enough to send it, but
Yeah.
you know, it was just too close. So here we go. Doesn't have the same advantage as he did last lap, unfortunately.
This is the last lap too, isn't it?
Yeah, it
It
is.
is, yeah.
See, Tony is right behind Adam Rios. I'm not going to move away from this one, but just for a second I will.
Kenny's right behind Tony too.
John's car just showered with sparks from Chris's in front. That was spectacular.
Look at this, right? This is between 3 of them. We'll have to watch the last few corners of that one too. Here we go, last couple of corners.
Well, that
No, I don't
was
think
an
it's gonna
amazing
happen.
race from these two. These 2 guys really put up a great show.
Yeah, that's great. There we go.
Yeah,
Well
good job,
done.
guys.
Yeah, very nice. Well done, guys.
1 and 2. There's our
1
podium.
and 2. Yeah.
AMR 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Now these guys are still at it.
And here's Kenny Smith. P3.
Eric
Very
really
nice,
wants the-
Very nice.
Eric really wants to try. Oh, he might lose a spot here. There's some nice racing. 4 cars.
Wow, yes. Rich is trying, yeah. Let's see what happens. So we're
Chris Holmes is behind as well.
Yep.
He's going around the outside. Here he goes. Oh, he's overshot.
Yep.
White.
Now he's going to lose a spot.
Whoa. He's got Chris on his outside.
That's a hell of a last corner.
Nice.
Few corners, isn't it? That's a great job.
See,
And those
we're-
guys too.
Rogerio benefited. See, he finishes P9. That's really well done.
Carlos.
Very good race.
These guys are battling for position 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger. That's P9 barring, you know, what penalty he might get for that first lap wreck.
Yeah, that's another story.
So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, good race all round.
That was good race. Yes. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, let's try and get...
Yeah, you need the top 3.
Yep.
I'm gonna go post the results. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching the stream. Have a great weekend. Thank you, guys.
Let's see.
Cheers. Cheers, everyone.
Bye.
Nobody stayed in the... Oh, there's Chris.
Bye, Mike.
Okay, bye-bye. There's Chris. Hi, Chris. How are you? Oh, did I lose you? Oh, wrong one. Yeah, Chris, how are you? Can you hear me?
5x5, my friend.
There you go. There you
Great.
go. Great race. Let me see if I can find some of the other guys. Doesn't look like the other guys are going to come. Let me just get myself set up here in terms of screens. And where's the schedule? There, I'm set up. There, well, how was that race for you? Boy, you were got a podium, got an extra point there too, and you had a heck of a time the whole way with Saunders.
Yeah, his car was much better than mine getting traction down later. And once the rear tires wore out a bit on my car, the technical sections where you have to get the power down, he was killing me.
That's exactly what we noticed. Yeah, the both times just before their pit stop, and then at the end of the race, he was catching up big time.
Yeah, I mean, I had a little pace on him in the first half of the stint, and then it like equalized, and then he was much quicker at the end. But
Which is
I
very
still had good. Yeah, go ahead.
very interesting. Both the same kind of car, of course. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all Aston Martins.
Green light.
Yeah, this is a really good Aston Martin track for sure. For sure, this is probably the best one for the Aston compared to any other. Like tough one for the Merc. Harlow did a great job to have that kind of pace in the Merc there. It's a tough one for the Merc. Yeah.
And how about we were watching pit stops? He lost some. I think he lost a couple of seconds on the pit stop too.
John, he better this time than the previous races.
Oh, is that right? Oh, yeah. You noticed that? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I gained once
Yeah.
the tires equalized, I probably gained about 1.5 seconds overall.
Yeah. You were a couple of about when you came out, you're about 3 seconds up, and then once you all equalized, it got back to normal. Yeah, great race. Silverstone always is an interesting race. Big, high speed, everything, and tough place to pass. Somebody's got to make a mistake, and you didn't make any.
Yeah.
But it was close near the end there, wasn't it?
I'm extremely happy with the result. I had worked out of town all week, and I had to work this morning, and only got about an hour's sleep.
Oh, wow.
Started early, worked my butt off to get done in time. So I'm so exhausted just to make this race, so I can make this race, and then I need a nap now.
Yeah, you got tomorrow. You got tomorrow off at least.
Yeah, I got the next couple of days off.
Okay,
so I
very
can
good.
Sleep it off. Yeah.
Oh, great race though. Yeah, but you can go have a shower now.
I hear you. I have to go bowling with the wife tonight.
Oh, God. Oh,
Get a
no.
Power nap in.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, thanks for the interview. I'll see you next week.
Thank you very much. Thanks for what you're doing, Mike.
No
Really
problem.
appreciate it.
No problem. Well, that's it, folks. We'll see